Proto-type were formed in 1997 in New York by our founding artistic director Peter S. Petralia. Moved to England in 2006, which was the point at which I joined the company. The piece you'll be seeing in Edinburgh is called A Machine They're Secretly Building, and the title of which is taken from a quote by Edward Snowden. Well, ostensibly the show is about what happens to us when we are the subjects of mass surveillance. We put state surveillance in context, in a historical context, and then at the same time think about and reflect on how it is that those larger structures of surveillance change who we are, and how, in many ways as individuals, how we feel very, very disempowered to really even do anything. You know, that simple things as just clicking yes on your terms and conditions when you install the latest version of iTunes or any kind of software, that there are so many kind of clauses where we give up our basic freedoms. The two dominant features of the stage are a table, just a kind of trestle table that could be a table in a newsroom, a table in a conference or an office, and stage right of that is a large screen, projection screen, onto which is projected real kind of historical footage that we use to help us think about the history of surveillance, live feed footage from the performers who sometimes wear these kind of hot pink Pussy Riot style balaclavas to create a kind of a recognisable, almost kind of internet age image on a screen of dissent or rebellion. And we also show some of the Snowden documents as well. So the research process was about kind of whittling down what it was that we were angry about as a company. We stuck with surveillance because we felt like it was, theatre was a place that we could do that in a really urgent way, where we could talk to people and be in the room with people. And then it was about reading the documents and actually trying to make sense of them and trying to make sense of what they mean.
Tim, we've got to give it a name. We've got to call it something.
What about the World Wide Web?
There's a kind of shifting relationship with the screen where it's either really kind of dominant and really central to the narrative at that particular moment, or it's kind of gently supporting and helping us to kind of reconfigure the language of the show, which in its spoken form, I guess, it's quite clipped, it's quite rhythmical. It takes us through history and through the history of surveillance in a poetic way, and at times kind of really breaks out into a kind of an exasperated bellow, I guess.
Hypertext.
Hyperfast.
Connected.
All the time.
To persistent screens.
At home.
In your hand.
And soon.
On your watch.
Watching.
In your car.
Your kitchen.
Your washing machine.
Your glasses.
Information.
Data.
Military-grade technology at your fingertips.
Portable telephones more powerful than Deep Blue.
The world tied up, tied together by cables and routers and packets and networks and switches.
Information.
Everywhere.
All the machine wants
is information.
Data.
I think it's probably of all the shows we've done, the one where people really want to stay around afterwards and talk. Because I guess it's the one show that has material that affects all of us, regardless of our social position, our background, our employment status, our age. We're all in that net.
When I'm here, in here, I'm an anarchist. I'm a rebel. When I'm in here, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of nothing, and nobody's going to tell me what to do. Not governments, not terrorists, nobody. In here, I'm Pussy Riot. I'm Chelsea Manning. I'm Edward Snowden. I've got a massive whistle, and I'm going to blow it, and I'm not scared, and I can do something, you know?